Hello, 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 welcome. Welcome to those who are new. Welcome to those returning. It is amazing to have you. So we're going to start this week out with knowing your worth. That is a huge thing, right? Especially if we're trying to manifest, we're trying to feel good, we're trying to raise our vibration. We got to sit in our worth, okay? So I don't think it's going to be a long one, to be honest with you, but I think it's an important one. So let's take a look at it. If you haven't already, please like the video and leave a comment if you feel like it. Definitely subscribe to the channel, okay? Because it helps the messages to get out. And I love to see you. All right, so let's talk about this worth, right? This self-worth of ours. What are you loving about yourself right now? Let's talk about that. What are you loving about yourself? Let's start there. What are you loving about yourself? Honey, I'm loving this about you. Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands, to me, she knows that she holds her happiness in her hands, okay? This is somebody who has the courage to lead. This is a boss. This is somebody who is focused. This is somebody who, again, it's all about this light, this joy. Somebody who's very determined, okay? So what are you loving about yourself? That you're a freaking boss, okay? You're a freaking boss. You sit in confident, okay? You love this about yourself. And I love it too. What else do you love about yourself right now? That you can transition, okay? So this Death card, it's like you've had endings in your life, but you continue to take those endings and make them into something new. A new beginning, something beautiful. You're able to transition from dark to light. That's a beautiful gift to have, to be honest with you. So, you're loving the fact that you hold your own joy in your hands, right? With this Queen of Wands energy, that you are focused, determined, and this boss, right? And not only that, but it's like you embrace transformation. You see the ending. You close that cycle and you transition into something new, right? What else are you loving? What else do you love about yourself? Oh, honey, I don't know if you're traveling, but I love that for you if you are. Aries energy, again, boss. There's a lot of bossing up here. Maybe you're loving the fact that you're able to make decisions. You're able to look farther into the future, make plans, make decisions. There's progress, there's growth all around you. So what are you loving about yourself? That you're embracing these changes, that you're embracing this progress, this growth, right? You're open to new beginnings. You're open to new opportunities. Again, and I just had this on my live on TikTok, and this is somebody who is not afraid to be seen, right? And especially if you're in this energy of Queen of Wands, Death, and Two of Wands, what do you love about yourself? You love the fact that you are sitting confident in the decisions, in the movement, in the progress, that you are okay to be seen. And I think by many, look at all those birds in the background there. I love this. I feel like you're embracing a lot of things around you. You're realizing how much you actually have the ability to create the joy, the happiness, and light around you. Even though things have been difficult, you have loved yourself enough to move through and progress. How do these things bring you strength? Chariot, right? It's movement, right? How does this bring you strength? You see that you have control over your life. You see that you are not a victim. You see that you can move in a new direction at any given time. You have the ability to take action because you want to. Okay? Again, a lot of movement here, right? With this Two of Wands, the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. So this is stability. This is house. This is home. This is security, right? But yeah, how does this bring you strength? You see that you honestly you are in control. You are in control of the direction that you want to go. And if you really think about it, that's freaking empowering, right? Anything else? How does this bring you strength? You know, when you sit in the energy of knowing that you create your own happiness, it's a lot easier for you to take that leap of faith, right? If you know that you can trust in the universe, you can trust in God, you can trust in your angels, you can trust in source, oneness of all, whatever it is, right? You all of a sudden know you're ready to go on this beautiful adventure, okay? You're loved, you're supported. You can collaborate with the universe, God, the angels, source, oneness of all. Like, this is somebody who, the strength of this is that you're open to working with others. You're collaborating right now, I think, with Spirit, God, the universe, the angels. But you're sitting in the energy of building new endeavors, building new opportunities, right? Because you ultimately hold that in your hands. How do you show yourself love? Forgiveness, judgment. You have learned the art of forgiveness. How are you showing yourself love? By letting go of the past, by letting go of the weight of the past, the weight of the future. You know, you are forgiving yourself, people, places, and things, situations, so that you no longer take that weight into your new beginnings, right? How are you loving yourself? You love yourself enough to break yourself free from that negative weight you've been carrying. Six of Wands. I'm telling you, you have been working on your self-worth. You've been working on your how you value yourself, because I think at one point you may have been, you didn't want to be seen. Now you know this recognition. This is big, right? You are sitting comfortable in being recognized. You're having that confidence, you know, to keep pushing forward, to keep pushing this growth, right? But I love the energy that you have been doing this work. You know, you've been working on forgiveness. You've been working on, you know, understanding your path, your purpose. But you're also sitting in the energy of, it's okay if people see this. That's big. Because a lot of the times when we don't love ourselves, we don't value ourselves, we don't want to be seen. I'm telling you, it's time. You're ready to be seen. Whatever it is you are creating, you are ready to be seen. How do you show love for others? Right? How are you showing love for others? I freaking love this. Okay. Nine of Wands. Honey. Okay, listen. It's boundaries, right? I feel like, one, how do you show love to others? You respect people's boundaries. You know, that's beautiful. But I also feel like you are also giving boundaries to others to show them how to love and respect you, right? How do you love others? You know, I do think, like, you show people a calmness. You bring calmness to others. This Four of Cups energy, sometimes it can be, you don't see the big picture, or you have all these empty cups and one cup in front of you. You're feeling disconnected. But honestly, in the way that you show love for others, I feel like you bring a level of groundedness. Is that a word? You bring a level of groundedness to a situation. You remain calm even in situations that a lot of people disconnect from. I feel like you are the kind of person that would also kind of help to calm other people's storms, right? There's a lot of protection here. Maybe you protect others. You bring calm to others. What are your values? I feel like you are somebody who, this didn't look great, but this is like Two of Pentacles, right? So this is like you have multiple priorities, but you have learned how to manage your time. You have learned how to juggle things appropriately. So one, I think you value time. Two, I do think like you value the fact that you can make decisions, even while juggling multiple things. Double. So for me, your values. You are you value truth. You value honesty. You value not playing a victim, even when things are difficult. This is like you value just being able to control your emotions, your desires, your addictions, your needs, your, all of that. You realize you are not limited. You are able to move beyond limiting beliefs, right? You are able to move beyond your shadow. You see growth. You see life is actually limitless when you let go of these negative thoughts or these toxic habits, right? And I think that's absolutely beautiful. What do you value in somebody else? You do. You value growth. A lot of you value somebody who has a lot of the same desires and aspirations of you. You like people who continually work on growth, opportunities, listen to that inspiration and take action. You're not somebody who wants to sit stagnant, hence that devil energy, right? And that's something that's very limiting. You do, you're the kind, you value people who, it's not like, so how like failure, right? A lot of people feel like they fail at things, but you value people who are able to leave something behind and try again, right? Or, this is something about moving beyond what has brought a heaviness, but it's like you value people who don't have the fear to change, right? The fear to move beyond difficulties. Yeah. And I think also with this moon energy, you value people who let go of their insecurities and move forward. It's about a lot of things that you value or you're looking for in other people, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, whether it's whatever. Somebody who embraces their insecurities, somebody who is able to leave fear behind, leave indecision behind, right? This is somebody who is able to move beyond disappointments, failures, and things like that, because they have that desire to grow. You know, you're not held back by your own limiting beliefs. You know that you can break free from that, any of those toxic thinking patterns, behaviors, right? Because you are somebody who finds balance even amongst the chaos. What messages? Any other messages? Yeah, I mean, total King of Cups energy. Like, this is somebody who balances their emotions. This is somebody who you are somebody who brings balance even in the storm. You know, and that's a beautiful energy to be in, you know, emotionally balanced, where you can look at things from a very healthy perspective. You're empathetic, you're compassionate, you're, you know, again, loving, forgiving, all those things. Yeah. So because you sit in this energy, right, you find that wholeness within yourself. You find that harmony, that alignment within yourself. And this is what causes these beautiful celebrations for you, right? This is what brings you so much joy, so much happiness, security, stability, you know? And it's honestly like this Ace of Cups energy to me, this is like you really come to life with a purity of heart. And this is gorgeous. Not only are you coming to life with this pure heart, but you're also a friggin' boss, right? You allow your feelings, your intuition to lead you, but you take charge and you do it. You know, like this is a beautiful energy. All right, let me get you just a couple affirmations. And like I said, I don't want to make it too long. It's probably already long enough, right? Okay. I'm going to get you just a few affirmations. But congratulations to you if you're sitting in that mindset of, you know, finding that wholeness within. I appreciate others for who they are. And you do. Like, you have that empathy. You have that compassion. I trust the intelligence within me. Yeah, you do. I mean, that's like that King of Cups energy, right? You trust it. You listen to that intuition and you trust your feelings. You trust your heart, which is beautiful. I love and accept my family exactly as they are right now, you know? And it doesn't have to be family, but you love and accept the people around you exactly as they are right now. And I think this is a reminder for you to love and accept yourself exactly as you are right now. All right, I'll leave it right there. I love you guys, and I thank you so much for being here. I hope you found that helpful. If you're interested, please subscribe to the channel, help the messages get out, share it with your friends, leave a comment, like the video. And if you are interested in personal sessions, personal guidance sessions, healing sessions, or whatever, right, please don't hesitate to reach out. My email is in the description below, along with my Hipsy link where you can book right from there. Okay, I love you and I wish you such a beautiful week ahead. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.